What is going on, everyone? I am DeFi Sean. That is Mr. Pixel, and we are back yet again for some more moon or dust trending. Yeah, Mr. Pixel, haven't really got to talk to you today. How was the weekend?
Good, man. Good. Getting ready for some Christmas cheer this week. Got my Christmas hat on. Got my
Nice,
Christmas
nice.
shirt on.
All Christmas out.
And I even got another smiley face above me here, but yeah, loads of hats. But yeah, I'm excited, man. All the family's good. Everybody's getting ready now for this week. So yeah, it's all been really good. How about yourself?
Nice, yeah. Hung out with the kids, my dad and them. Came over. We did Christmas with them. My mom and dad are divorced, that's why I'm about to say this. Mom came over yesterday, so dad was Saturday. Mom came over yesterday. Did Christmas with them. I'm gonna kind of have more of a laid back Christmas this year. We're gonna do some stuff with my wife's family on Christmas Eve, and then just try to kind of hang out with the kids Christmas Day because usually it's running around like crazy on Christmas Day. So we decided not to do that this year. So let the kids hang out, play with their presents because that's anyone that has young
All
kids
about.
probably know. Once Santa passes, like getting them to leave the house isn't always fun. Like they want to, rightfully so, they want to hang out, they want to play with their presents. So yeah, we're just gonna hang out at the house, let them play with their presents. Just relax.
Yeah,
So
how's
yeah,
the weather?
exciting
How's the
days.
weather? How's the weather down there? It's absolutely torrential rain here at the moment, so
Mhm.
it's definitely going to be a week for indoors where I'm at. So yeah, there
Yeah,
won't be a whole lot else to do. So thankfully, we got the presents there to keep them occupied.
yeah. Coincidentally, we have a lot of rain too. It rained like crazy yesterday, and it's been raining today. So yeah, we've had a lot of rain too. Yep.
Yep. And everybody, wherever you're watching from, hit that thumbs up. Of course, we're live across YouTube, multiple channels, Twitch, X multiple channels. I'm going to get us live in Telegram here too. Hoping to have that sorted here very soon also. I know I've been talking about that for a minute, but it's hectic. It's Christmas time and everybody's super busy running around with everything. So we appreciate everybody that is watching right now. And thanks for tuning in. Of course, this is the trending show. There's our boy Chuck. What up, Chuck? How you doing, brother? The man from Fire Chicken himself. We'll be talking a little Fire Chicken today. Thanks for tuning in, brother.
Yep. Yep.
But yes, of course, as you know, this is Media, and we are doing we're going to be highlighting the top 5 projects on the show today on our
Or maybe
trending bot.
4 today.
Or maybe 4 actually. Yes, 4 today. That's correct. Hey, if
Yeah.
anyone's in the chat pushing anything, we'll talk about it. How about that? But yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
The
go ahead.
top project, they misentered their Telegram. I can't really find exactly where their Telegram is and what it is. So anyone that is a part of, what is it?
Despacito, I think is what it's called.
Desposito, if you're watching, yeah, shoot us a
Let me pull
DM
it up
or
here.
comment in the chat right here and let us know you entered your Telegram wrong. So whenever you click the MML, it basically just takes you to your search bar. So yeah, if you guys are around, let us
Get
know.
it updated, or if anybody is in their Telegram, whatever, let them know we need that updated because we have nothing to go off here to talk about the project. So, unfortunately, but if you do want to get on the leaderboard, like I said, we go live 5 days a week, noon PST, 2 Central, 3 Eastern. I believe I have that right. And you just go and install the bot directly from the website. I'll show you how to do that right now. You can just go to moonordust.media, go up to the Get Trending, add mod trending bot. It will prompt you to open your Telegram. I'm not going to do that right now, but you do that, install it into your chat, give it the admin permissions, and get your community voting and appear on this leaderboard here. And we will highlight your project. And of course, there are options too where you can boost your token. If you look down at the bottom here when you're in the Telegram and click that boost option right there, and that will give you the option to either get a vote multiplier, a 1.2x, a 1.5x, or a straight 2x for like an hour, I believe it is. Really good rates on that. And also, then we have the boost that just gets you the tiered option where you can get into the top 5. The top 3 are straight to the number 1 spot. So if that's what you want to do, you can do that. The options are there. Like I said, just go to the website, get the bot installed, and get ready to be highlighted here. And of course, if there is anybody from any of these projects that are in the top 5, we always hope or encourage anybody, maybe a community representative or the developer themselves or whoever's behind the project, to come on show, and we're totally open to have someone on here and giving us the update. Obviously we can only go off what we see, so it's always better to have some representative of any community to come on here and give us the strong update. So yeah, go moonerdust.media, get the bot installed and get voting. I believe our boy Jim Picker has somebody that's going to be installing this very soon too, so shout out to you, Jim Picker. Appreciate you getting out there and shilling the bot out there and getting it involved. Again, this does not cost you a thing to get this bot installed, and the benefits are massive. Again, like I said, we're going live across multiple channels. We're not just on Telegram, and also, you can be in with a chance to appear on Moonerdust game show for $1,000 top wallet too. If you have this bot installed, we'll be watching. Yeah. All right. There's no end. Over. Plug done.
Yep. Awesome. Yeah, I'm expecting it to kind of be a little slow week. We're not going to do Lunar Dust. The game show itself this week, take a little break. Like I said, it's going to be slow. It costs us money to do that episode. So again, we need to have value when we do Lunar Dust, and we know the numbers will be down this week. So we're going to take a break. We're going to be going live every day. Are we good for Christmas Eve? I know I'm good for Christmas Eve. Christmas Day, we'll take off, hang out with the family. And then, so we'll be every day except Christmas Day. And then, of course, we'll be back Monday, kicking off the start of the new year. Today or tomorrow, we need to come up with a tweet for Lunar Dust. Requirements: join Twitter, follow Twitter, all that stuff, to find a contestant to play next week. So we're going to have a $250 contestant play next week. Mm-hmm. So whoever wants to play, you have to come on camera, and then you'll have to complete the task within that tweet. So we'll get that going. It'll probably, make it a normal episode. So when we go live, I'll be there from the start. It won't be kind of clunky like it normally is when we do the audience editions. And someone will have a chance to play, recoup some of that Christmas money that they spent. And then the following week will be when we kick things off with partners that we're making, Assure DeFi. Have fun with them. Have a good episode, and we'll be rocking and rolling for the new year. But market cap's looking good. Again, don't harp on the market cap, but we did do the buys with the NFT money. We secured just shy of 2% of the tokens. I've already talked to Chuck. He said there's a multitude of different things we can do for like the burn and earn and the different LP pools. So for right now, those tokens went into the multi. They're safe. They're chilling, and we'll see about getting some different stuff set up to just create more revenue, create more volume, whatever we have to do to just kind of keep this Lunar Dust train moving. Kind of wait for that market to really start rebounding, and then we can kind of go from there. But like I said, I talked to Chuck. I'll get with him. He said there's a number of different things you can do. So we'll kind of work through it and see exactly how we're going to handle it.
Awesome. But of course, the whole idea is that not just to burn it and it to be done forever. We want to actually use it so that it can come back and benefit the token on the long term as well. So Chuck is a guy who does that with Fire Chicken, which we'll get into in a little bit. So he'll be our advisor as regards the burn and earn facility. And of course, that pumped up to 10, Saul, that burn and earn, obviously, as we were getting close to the cutoff point for the NFTs. And we'll get into that too, and we're going to talk about Lunar Dust right now. But again, we did the buy. It's all good to go. So I guess, Sean, we could probably jump into some tokens, and then we'll tackle Lunar Dust once we get there, I guess, huh?
Yeah, sure. Let's do it.
All right.
That's something. Let me pull up my screen.
All right. So first up, we got Fire Chicken. The man he's dropped some comments here for us also as well with some updates.
Awesome.
And of course, Chuck, you're always welcome to come back on the show in physical form, live, to give everybody some more updates and some more bullish content. Of course, here we go. Do it, Sean.
Of course, I got to start off with a plug. Newest episode of Crypto Red Bull dropped. We have red flags. We talk green flags. We talk FOMO. Now we're talking about how smart money avoids emotional trades. Really cool episode. Just kind of makes you think a little bit about things that you probably do, that people that have learned to, master the whole emotional control when investing, how they do it compared to how your average retail trader does it and different things like that. So guys, go check it out. Always give a follow, 5-star rating, comment, all that fun stuff. Had a really good year on Spotify. I shared it with my tweet. Apple, those numbers are even double at least, because Apple just doesn't spit out like cool stuff. Like Spotify has a whole creator app and they keep you up to date. They tell everything going on. Spotify is a little bit more organized, surprisingly, than Apple is with kind of the back end stuff. So yeah, guys, go check it out. Also, see where Bitcoin is. I haven't looked today. 88. Okay, Bitcoin's still holding strong. ETH just under 3. Nice. It's holding steady. Also, where's I at?
Oh yeah, let's talk a little bit of market, I guess, before we dive too deep in.
I saw this right here. So Donald Trump and his family went deep on crypto. Is Cointelegraph, who that's where I followed. They're so good. They got nonstop news all day long. So Donald Trump and his family went deep on crypto in 2025, launching tokens and pardoning crypto figures. Yeah, I mean, all your CZ, all of them got their pardon. But market cap is down 500 billion since he took office. And BTC is down 12%. And Trump token is down 93% from all-time high. I know that hurts. Was he good for crypto, or did he just reinforce negative viewpoints? So we have 13.9% saying he was great, 51.3% saying he embarrassed us all, 34.8% say a bit of both, maybe. That's actually the one I picked. And the reason why I'm saying that is overall, he's great for crypto, and I'll get to that in a second. I do not like the Trump token. It's down 93%, but that's not even – that is what it is. Infineon's down 93%. That just happens in crypto. But what I don't like about it is that token drained so much liquidity from the market that I think that's why liquidity is dried up so much. Just my opinion. I don't have any data or facts to support that, but I think that's a big reason why there's such a lack of liquidity in the market, is because that token had billions and billions, not to sound like Trump, billions and billions flowing through it, switching hands, all that stuff. So it's just, I really do think that was a major part of why liquidity is lacking. And yeah, people share, everyone share your opinion. If you disagree, let me know. If you agree, let me know. And then, but also I think that he's definitely the first pro crypto president. We're going to get a market structure bill. We're going to have different stuff. The government will probably end up starting to buy Bitcoin. There's just a lot of different stuff going on that I think, because of his administration, it is going to be good for crypto. So that's why I said a bit of both. I think he did hurt it in some aspects, but then he's drastically going to help it in others.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's kind of like an early poll, because like the regulation hasn't even come in yet. So I feel like, yeah, you probably made the right choice there. I mean, you can't deny that the tokens definitely took a lot of liquidity, I think, sure, because I'm sure that liquidity, I mean, maybe it went into buying some Bitcoin, but you can be sure it was put towards many, many things, however that worked out. But yeah, I think it's kind of an early call.
It took it out of the altcoin market for sure. Everyone was getting into it. Everyone had, again, FOMO. Go check out my episode. It's a crazy thing, especially with crypto. Everyone had to get in. I mean, I wasn't one of them. Was not interested. Wasn't getting in. Again, it wasn't touching it. But I mean, everyone wanted in. So many people, of course, lost. It's down 93%. And yeah, like you said, there's a good chance that a lot of that money did go into Bitcoin, but it doesn't help the market that we operate in with, Lunar Dust and Infineon and all that stuff. Now, again, like you said, it's kind of early. In a year, might have a totally different opinion. I might have clicked he was great in a year. So, everything's still kind of early.
Yeah, and I think once this regulation goes through, run the poll again. If the regulation goes through and it's it's decent and it does offer some stability here, I mean, we would all be expecting to see liquidity come back into the market. So I guess short term, you could look at it like this. Long term remains to be seen. So it's still kind of early on the first pro crypto, administration, I guess you could say, to exactly nail that. What's up, Singh? Trump and Melania tokens. Yep.
I wasn't even mentioning Melania, but yeah, Melania played a part in it too, for sure. No doubt about that. But yeah, I mean, I think that's pretty much, again, I don't have any facts to back it, but I'm pretty sure, like you said right here, I agree that token drained retail money. A lot it did.
And of course, you had NFTs too. And if, whether you like it or not, that is crypto that is also being, spent. So it's kind of a similar it's a similar thing. They bought a massive NFT collections that went out there. So yeah, it happens. Shout out to our girl, Only Rolls. Thanks for jumping in. Appreciate you tuning in. And somebody new I haven't seen, Ojo Savalina. Welcome. Thank you for tuning in, my dear. Appreciate you. If that's right, if you are a dear or if you're a dude, I'm not sure. But thanks for tuning in either way. And what else we got, Sean? Anything else bullish? I mean, I guess it's probably relatively quiet at the moment anyway, given the time of year and all that anyway. But
Yep. See, I mean, this is just little stuff. No, nothing crazy. Like just this, U.S. lawmakers urge IRS to fix crypto staking double taxation rule before 2026. So just, yeah, I mean, just all that different stuff this administration is good for. That's why I think at the end of the day, Trump and his administration will be a really good thing for crypto. But I mean, again, it's always darkest before the dawn. I always say it. When we flip a house, you walk in, it's already a disaster. And we have to start ripping down sheetrock, ripping down walls, and we make it even dirtier before we fix it up and make it into the pristine house it is when we sell it. So, you always have to mess things up a little bit more before you actually fix it. And the same kind of goes for this too. I mean, that's how things work. Trump got in, and in order to fix it, he had to tear some stuff down. Like I said, that's how it works when we flip our houses. We get in, it's already messed up. We mess it up even more, and then we make it pretty.
Hey, Sean, I don't have a banner for that business that you're going to have to give me the deets.
Wait, what's that? My
for your investment in the property.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, I don't market that company because
it's more
there's nothing to market because I buy properties and then we put them on the market and sell them. But like, there's not like
maybe if you're selling, you got a good deal. Sean might buy it up if you're in the area.
Oh,
what
sure.
are your thoughts? What are your thoughts, Sean, on World Liberty Financial at this moment in time? I've been keeping too well up on it now, to be honest. But
yeah, I mean, like I said, I've done a video on them. Like I said, it messed a lot of things up. I think. I mean, I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know what to think. I think ultimately it's probably going to be a really good thing. I mean, you got your USD one, the stable coin that they have out. But yeah, I mean, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, like I said, I mean, I haven't done a ton of deep diving into it. And, given the way things are now, it's hard to even make a call on things the way the market is, because you're not seeing the potential. Well, I mean, should I say, you can't kind of see it actually in action, right? Because all you can see is kind of, all right, well, it's got potential, no different to any other thing you're kind of going to look at. But until the market's back, it's hard to gauge exactly how beneficial is it going to be, how instrumental it's going to be in us moving forward here. So it's a tough one to call. I got to look into World Liberty Financial a little more.
I mean, I will say it wasn't, I wish he would have never launched. I wish they wouldn't have launched this, put it that way. I wish Trump and them would have never launched this. Like I said, I think they really, really hurt the liquidity in the market. If I had to guess, a lot of the Trump family got rich. A lot of people associated with them got rich. I mean, they're already rich, got richer, I should say. So, I mean, I don't think it was necessary, and I wish they would have never launched this. I love everything they're doing for crypto, but they didn't really need a token. And like I said, I think the token itself did more harm than good. But ultimately, I think Trump's administration will do way more good than harm, if that makes sense.
Saying yes, my personal belief, it has potential, but Trump has lost quite a bit of trust due to earlier tokens.
I mean, that's if you think about it, that's just crypto in general.
It's but yes, if you ain't launching tokens and failing along the way, then you ain't in crypto, because that's the reality, It always takes a community, and when you launch something this massive, and it's Trump, people are just getting in there for the in and out. Like, there's nobody. It's hard to get a massive hype community behind things like this. I feel, it's difficult, especially when you have a figure this big, this powerful, you're not getting that kind of almost homegrown community vibe. So the bullish, it's almost like it's going to happen anyway. So we don't really have to get too invested in it. Plus, I'm only coming in here short term anyway, I think, for most people when they kind of see that thing. So yeah, I guess we'll watch it, keep an eye on it as the market progresses here and see what happens.
Yep. And I mean, I agree. It probably won't take off. I mean, I think it's probably had its little run at launch. I mean, to say lost trust in Trump, highly doubt Trump even knows many details himself of what's going on with this. I mean, do you think he actually has any hand in this? I doubt it.
I doubt it. I would hope he's too busy to really get his fingers in stuck into
Launching
this. I'm sure he's got
some
a team.
altcoins.
Yeah, I'm sure he's got a team there that are doing it. They probably have, meetings about it, and they'll give him some deets. But I would imagine for the most part, he's not massively involved in it. I would guess. Not like most of the other businesses. I'm sure he puts the people in place to be able to take care of them, because if you're the president of the United States, I don't think you have too much time to be messing around in the meme token and DeFi token space too much, which is a good thing.
That's fair.
Yeah. But yeah, all right.
But yeah, maybe let's talk some tokens. Fire Chicken, right. I know they got, I'm assuming, Chuck, correct me if I'm wrong, I'm assuming this was the interesting news you were talking about. So last week on the audience edition, we had our guy Jason on. That was the guy that launched Stag. So it looks like they partnered up. Stag and Fire Chicken migration update. Stag liquidity has now been removed from the locker and will soon be fully pulled. This begins the official transition from Stag holders to move on to Fire Chicken on Solana. Stag tokens on BNB no longer hold market value. So holders who want to retain their value will convert to Fire Chicken through our secure site. Check it out right here. Once a holder connects their wallets, send their Stag, and provides a Solana address, they'll receive Fire Chicken tokens based on the value of Stag at the exact moment liquidity was removed. No rush. Conversions will remain open for a long window so nobody gets left behind. More updates coming. Thanks to everyone from both communities. And Mr. P, you want to hit on that? Chuck updated us in the chat.
Yeah, airdrops happen as investors cross over. Later, Stag liquidity will be slowly injected into Fire Chicken via LPs and buybacks when needed. So is this, it sounds like more of a transition. Correct me if I'm wrong, Chuck. Does it seem like more of a merger? If I have that correct, that's what it sounds like. So once this is all done, Stag will cease to exist. Is that correct? And
yes,
Fire Chicken then?
I'm pretty certain Stag is going to cease to exist after this. Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's good, dude. Like, I mean, I think it's a good move if your token is in the situation it's in, and it's going to take a lot of effort, probably money, to get it back where you want it. Facilitating the current holders that been holding, I think it's a good thing to do. So shout out to you, Jason. Shout out to Chuck as well at Fire Chicken. I think it's a good move. I think it's a smart move, and it takes care of the people. Right, takes care of the community of Stag, whether it's a merger or whatever you want to call it, but at least it doesn't let people behind. So I like the idea of that, and kudos for it. It's a good idea.
Yep. And this is something that I haven't even talked to you guys about, or that we've even got that far yet. But that would be something that we would potentially do with Mod. So I don't know if I didn't create the idea. I mean, I don't think this created it either. But back in the day, years ago now. What you call it, Squid Grow was it called SAM? They had a system set up where they absorb people's liquidity. They bought the tokens, sent it out. So that's something that I've always thought about doing as we go on with Moon or Dust. Absorb other people, LPs, people that maybe the community lost hope, maybe the team doesn't feel like running it anymore, and buying the tokens, distributing them out, and just absorbing LPs. Because I mean, Moon or Dust, I want it to be here to stay. I want this to go on for years, and to be a very premier, again, media company where we do everything. So yeah,
I like that idea. Yeah, I think that's a good idea to do that. So yeah, like you said, there's so many, so much liquidity kind of sitting idle in places where like the token may be dead, or they're trying to revive it and it's difficult, especially in the market. So yeah, I think that's a good idea, and definitely putting the tokens to work. And hey, Moon or Dust, yeah, we're going to be around for a long time. We're just getting going on this whole venture, and we got so much behind us as well with Lunar Pump, Finion, and all that stuff. So this is going to be something that we are constantly facilitating. Of course, the NFTs, once we start talking about Moon or Dust, we can get into that and how they facilitate the token as well, and all the things we're doing. And of course, the community. I mean, the community are rock stars right now when we talk about it. But we'll talk about that in a little bit.
Yep.
Here's the chart, Sean. What are we looking at?
About 234K. I want to say that's where it was at Friday, roughly.
Took a big dip there and got eaten up pretty quick, looks like.
Yep. I'm sure it might have been something. That might have been something to do with the arbitrage. I mean, Stag LP was pulled, I'm sure, not Fire Chicken. So yeah, Chuck, if you can say what happened there, you can just let us know. I know I know there's a explanation of what went on there, but regardless, shot right back up.
Yeah, didn't last long. People are waiting for that pump. And Chuck, he's methodical and he's patient. Obviously, he works in healthcare, so he deals with patients all the time. Pardon the pun, but yes, you need patience to deal with patients. So,
It's fair.
so yeah, he does it in his day-to-day life. So yeah, the dude is certainly calculated, measured, and knows what he wants to do with this token, and he's not in a rush to do it. He's fine to slowly build it. So I love this token. I think it's awesome. You can go check him out, of course, on X. The handle is at firechicken007. Right there. He's working on the website right now, but it's firechicken.vip. You can go check that out if you like, but I know it's undergoing an update at the moment. But yeah, Fire Chicken, Chuck. But there's the update. Chuck, again, as always, if you ever want to come on and give some more updates live in the studio, you're more than welcome. That goes for anybody else that is in our top 5, of course, also. We encourage it. Better to hear things straight from the horse's mouth, as we always say, so.
Yep.
All right.
I believe it's Infineon
next. Yes, sir. All right.
Let's give that a quick rundown. So Infineon is what started this whole thing. 2+ years now. We launched it. I've been doing lives for 2+ years now with Squid Grow Joe. He's had some stuff going on to finish out this year that he couldn't make this time. Mr. P jumped in months back. And, we've been the ones handle it, and we're now doing Lunar Dust. But, yeah, so everything started about 2 years ago with Infineon. It's a Layer 2 blockchain on ETH. Currently is live, tradable. We have tokens. I know the guys and ladies over there on what tokens is it? Baby Draco, there's 3 of them, right? Doing some little buy competitions, kind of getting things rolling. L2, when we thought up the idea years ago now, kind of was definitely like a meta of what was going on. Like it was definitely an idea. Over the course of time, it's kind of like everything in crypto kind of transitioned. And, we kind of saw that, we either kind of had to pivot or die. That's what kind of led us to Lunar Pump.fund, which is our token launcher, which we can kind of get that pulled up too.
A quick update here too for Oli Rolls talking about Fire Chicken. A large holder sold, had nothing to do with the merger. Okay, I appreciate that. Well, it didn't last too long, Oli Rolls, so thankfully they're right back up where they got. Obviously, people watching that, waiting to pounce.
Yep. And then let's see. And then this led to Lunar Pump. Then we got everything going with Lunar Pump. We wanted to make it it's definitely more trustworthy than Pump Fund. Pump Fund is getting sued to the heavens right now on insider trading and all that. Beauty of our platform, that will never, ever be done. I can't say too much, but there's potential to where big names can be launched on this platform. We're starting off slow. The details actually will probably be coming this week about what we're going to be doing. We will never be insider trading. When we know token launches that are going to be doing great, we're going to pick up bags. We're going to sell respectfully. We're going to do everything just like every other community member will. We're going to get in at the ICO. There's going to be no token set aside for us. No, nothing. We're not going to cheat the system in any way, shape, or form. I'm not kidding when I tell you, if you want the chance at the fairest launch possible, it is lunarpump.fund. It is going to give you your fairest chance at launching in the market, especially if you kind of go with this ICO option right here, to where everyone that gets in initially all will get in at that market cap. Let's say you set it up to 100K. Market cap is the bonding. When it bonds, everyone gets their tokens at 100K market cap. There's not one person on this end getting their token at 2, and then another person on the other end getting their tokens at market cap of 100K. Like, that's not how it works. So the ICO is going to be kind of the equalizer of people launching on Lunar Pump, because at the end of the day, Pump.fund, while it was awesome for Solana, I don't think it was overall good for the market. That's another thing that robbed liquidity from a lot of people. It was, again, tons of insider trading, tons of scams. And I mean, that's part of what Lunar Pump Fund was launched for. Then to take it a step further, we went with the heavy into the streaming, because that was the big thing at the time. We introduced tips where you can tip back both ways. You can tip the streamer can tip you. And then that's what gave us the idea to launch what you're watching right now, Lunar Dust. And at first, that was going to be just a game show that came on Lunar Pump, and sitting back and just doing what we do, especially the way my brain works, was like, man, like it's Lunar Dust can be the biggest thing within the whole ecosystem. It shouldn't just be a game show. It can be a full blown marketing engine. And now we're pretty much established. We spent months working on it. We have the Lunar Dust game show, which invites people in, kind of gets people paying attention, because as a marketing service like I have with mine with Crypto and Cause, most of my clients come to me. Reaching out to clients is next to impossible. I'm guilty of it. Someone tries to send me a proposal, pretty much just delete it. The way we have it set up, when we reach out to a potential client, we're going to offer them a spot on the game. So we're technically offering them money to come be a part of Lunar Dust. From there, we have open conversations. We develop trust. That can lead us to handling different marketing things and stuff like that. Then on top of that, we have the Lunar Dust trending bot, which as this grows, and I'll get to that in a second. As this grows, it's going to create revenue. We're creating the Lunar Dust review. Mr. Pixel told me yesterday he's actually probably going to start popping out some reviews on there too, so we can kind of have a double-headed monster over there doing some token reviews. So
give it a go. You're going to have to teach me everything Sean.
I mean, it's not hard. You basically it's like you just do research in front of everyone. I mean, that's basically what I do. But yeah, I mean, the whole infrastructure is pretty much set up. We have it set up exactly how we want it. And I'm not sure how much I can say about what we're doing, because someone's built us something, and it's not technically our product, and I don't know if it's public, but we have a way that's actually starting tomorrow to be able to give us a very good lead system, so that we can now go out and search for clients rather than just waiting for people to come to us. So that's going to be getting kickstarted, I believe, tomorrow. Winter, if we're allowed to say what's going on, we will, and kind of let you know. I'm not sure, Winter, if they're going to make that potentially thing public. But yeah, I mean, again, set up. And to be honest, as much success as I have had with Crypto and Calls, I mean, this is lining up to be even bigger. I mean, dude, Lunar Dust is lining up to be a badass thing in this whole ecosystem we have, but just in the whole space. I absolutely love how well we set this thing up. I mean, it hits on all of it. We have the game as an avenue to get clients into us. We have tons of ways to monetize. Not only that, but it's entertainment. It's fun. We get viewership. People love it. People are excited for it. It's just everything about it. It screams home run. So yeah, we're going to keep pushing it. One thing I will say about some stuff that we have coming up this week, not going to say much, just wink, wink. It may or may not have something to do with this Ripsaw token that you see right here. So stay tuned for that. Just little teaser. So we'll see. Join the Ripsaw Saloon patronage token revolution. So yeah, guys, stay tuned for that. It maybe something you want to look at. Just say that.
Maybe. It's great to see a new token popping up there. I'm hoping to see many more here very soon. And again, of course, like Sean was talking about with Lunar Pump, it's all part of the whole ecosystem we're building. And hey, there's even a social media up there. If you scroll up to the top there, you can see that little icon to the right of the launch options. That's actually a whole social media website that is sitting there ready to rock as well. So a lot of people don't know about that, but yeah, it's Pump Social. So yeah, that's another massive part of the ecosystem as well. Once we kind of get to that phase and start bringing people over, getting that early adoption. So yeah, I mean, and then Infineon behind that as well. Like, there's just so much involved in the ecosystem, and the options here are great. As Sean said, with Lunar Pump versus Pump Fun, things aren't looking very good for Pump Fun right now. So that you expect to see a lot of that rolling up. But like we talked about, I don't see it getting taken down. I honestly see someone's going to end up buying it off them or something like that, or that's what I feel like is going to happen with it once the law plays out and the legal system plays out. But that's the whole point of the ICO here. That's what the Ripsaw is doing right now. They set up an ICO there, Sean. Is that correct for the Ripsaw?
They did.
All right, so they got the ICO running, and Yeah, I mean it's good to see. I'm excited to see what happens, and of course the ICO gives you control over the launch, which is super important. If you don't want to just go willy-nilly and hope it all works out well, yeah, that's kind of 50-50 usually in my experience. But
Yep.
for an ICO, having that control over wallets, wallet amounts, amount per wallet, all those kinds of things, it's good to have it. You need it. If that's like, if you've got a strong community there and you're like, all right, guys, we're going to launch this token. We want to make sure that we're going to hold a steady floor. Nobody can just do a massive dump as soon as we bond or anything like that. That have to dump multiple wallets if they bought on multiple wallets. So you can set all those things yourself within the ICO option, and get on over there. You can, of course, you can launch regular too, whatever you like. The option to do a regular launch is also there. So yeah, let's look at a quick ad.
Okay, everyone, prepare for launch. And we are live. Current wallet count?
2143 and growing, Doctor.
Great. Let's start by injecting some liquidity. Give ourselves a fighting chance here.
Market cap holding steady.
Dex ads are live.
Nice work. Let's run KOLs in T-minus 10 minutes.
Yes, Doctor.
Doctor, we've had a substantial sell-off.
Well, sucks to be then, now doesn't it? Administer 20 cc's of volume, stat, and increase mind share across social media. Let's put that community to work.
Right away, Doctor.
Market cap increasing dramatically, Doctor.
Dip has been neutralized.
Looks like our little friend is gonna make it. Great job, everyone. You make this look easy. Launch your token with surgical precision on lunarpump.fun. Now, with embedded live streaming using some of your favorite trusted platforms.
Get in there, launch it, take control of your launch, people. It's right there if you want it.
All right. But yeah, and we say all this to say all that to say this. With this, we realized we started off as an L2. We realized that building the L2 from scratch was going to be next to impossible. We even went over to the token launcher, significantly less competition, but still, just starting from scratch is extremely hard to do. So that's when we realized that we really need something that's in our wheelhouse, like Lunar Dust, like Krypton Calls, that can actually start generating us some real revenue, start generating us some real attention that can lead, ultimately, it's going to trickle up effect, lead to Lunar Pump, get that going, and then hopefully that will lead to Infineon, because again, we're all heavily invested in Infineon, and my ultimate goal is for Infineon to be an L2 that everyone talks about, everyone loves, everyone uses, because if that thing pops off, it's going to be unlike anything anyone's ever seen before with the ever appreciating aspect. So yeah, that's the whole point, is to kind of trickle up, and that's the ultimate goal. And I do think we're going to get there, because so for the people that say we pivoted, or that that say we're moving on, completely incorrect. We pivoted, but we will run it back. Lunar Dust. We went Infineon, Lunar Pump, Lunar Dust, and when it should have been Lunar Dust, Lunar Pump, Infineon. So we kind of ran it out, and now we're going back and hopefully going to trickle it upwards.
Yeah, exactly. And we need something that's going to bring eyes to us, and that's of course what Lunar Dust is, and ultimately bring it to Lunar Pump and onto Infineon. So that's kind of goal. The ecosystem is there. Once the market comes back, we will be ready to receive it. With bells on, let's say. And
I mean, to say this too, I underestimated how hard a token launcher and an L2 is. I was like, man, with my connections and everyone I know in the space, all the developers I know, everyone I know, piece of cake. L2, everyone's gonna be launching my blockchain. I'm just gonna tell everyone I have my own blockchain. They're gonna be coming right over. Same thing. I'm just gonna tell everyone, I've made videos for them, I formed these relationships. Everyone's gonna be launching on our token launcher. Boy, was I wrong, and I readily admit it. Every response, I've said this before, we beat it to death. All I got was no volume, no transactions, I'm out. It didn't matter that they knew me or anything like that. They're there to make money. And again, it's kind of like that. I always say it. When you're 16 looking for a job, no one will hire you because you don't have experience, but you can't get experience until someone hires you. And it's the same thing. No one wants to come on Lunar Pump because we want to have volume and transactions, but we can't get volume and transactions unless someone comes on Lunar Pump. And again, hint, hint, Ripsaw is going to kind of maybe be a start of it. It's here. I will say this, the thing I've been talking about with Richard, this is kind of where it starts. So just kind of giving a little hint. They do have a 100K bonding curve. I actually recommended that to them so that they can have stronger LP when it does bond, because this is the definition of a long-term token. And I'm just going to keep it at that. We all know when I start talking, I start giving stuff away. But it should be this week. We start unveiling what they're going to be doing, and it's really cool. It's not like your typical like Web3 where they're just talking about doing stuff. Like this is actual real world stuff that they're doing and that they have going on, and it's really cool. You know, Rich has been in the background hustling, getting it done. I think people are going to like what we have cooking. And again, I'll just say this, Ripsaw token is just the beginning of what he's been working on.
Yeah, right. I mean, I'm excited to see it. I'm excited for more details to come out. But we better shut up now in case we say something we shouldn't say. But yeah, there's your teaser for the day, everybody. Go check it out. Check out the Ripsaw token on there. And any of the Only Roads is still sitting up there at the top as well. It'd be great to get Only Roads bonded too. It'd be awesome. So yeah, go check it out. Check out Lunar Pump and all that amazing stuff that we got going on. And hey, launch a token if you like. You got plenty options: regular launch, ICO launch, controlled launch, whatever you want to do. It's in your hands, and the platform is ready there to receive you. And I know we are doing mobile updates at the moment, so we're bringing the mobile up to par with the desktop at the moment. So that's being worked on currently. So yeah, check it out. Infineon, Lunar Pump, all the awesome stuff we got going. And shout out to my boy VIP Bitlib. What's up, peeps? And thank you, brother. Yes, I got my hat. Sean, where's your hat, bro? You got to get your Christmas hat going.
No, I completely forgot.
It's all good. It's all good. I like to bust Sean's nuts every day about his Christmas hat.
I actually did get a new hat, but it wasn't a Santa hat.
Under Armour.
It's Under Armour. It's just all black. It's here though. It's here.
Well, thanks for tuning in, VIP. Of course, anybody that's watching right now, remember we are live across multiple platforms. Three channels on YouTube. We're on Twitch. We're on multiple channels on X. We should have our Telegram sorted here in the very near future. I know we were trying to get it sorted, but it's kind of been a hectic week. It wasn't huge priority at the moment, but we will be getting that sorted. And you know, anybody that's watching, you do want to get on. Of course, this is a highlight show tied into our trending bot. If you want to get on this leaderboard, you get into the top 5. We'll talk about you Monday to Friday, 5 days a week. We do this noon PST, 2 Central and 3 Eastern. We go live every day, Monday to Friday. So if you have the bot installed and you're in that top 5, we will highlight you here as well any of those days, that as long as you're on. And of course, there's boost options too. You can get more vote multipliers on there, 1.2x, 1.5x, 2x, and then you can just boost right into the top 5, top 3, or top 1, or number 1 spot, I should say. So yeah, we want to get you to get that installed if you do want to be highlighted. And of course, how you get there, you go to moonerdust.media and you can install the bot up on the top right there. There it is. Get trending and just add that bot. Give it the admin permissions and get your community voting to be highlighted. All right. Who have we got next? It's Mooner Dust. I guess we could talk about some NFTs. We also talk about Mooner Dust, so I guess we could give some updates on the NFTs if you like, Sean.
Let's do it.
All right. So yes, here we are, moonerdust.media. And of course, if you want to mint an NFT, we did awesome. And shout out to the community for getting in on this one. Here it is. We're at 114. Let me do a quick refresh here, make sure we're still right. 114. So we hit that 100 mark before the 20th. We'll be updating this here because we did put out a post about what we're doing moving forward with the NFTs now. So let's have a quick look. Of course, obviously, once we hit that 100 sold marker, we did, and we increased that 10 sol burn and earn. It was a 5 sol burn and earn. We increased it to 10 sol, and we are now up to a guaranteed 10% rev share as soon as that comes in. Sean is hoping, mentioning that we would, once it starts kicking off, that would be airdrop distributed hopefully every Friday. Is how we're looking at doing it. But yeah, up to 114, that was awesome. My God, it really helped out so much, especially during this time, to be able to get things going. And we're looking at selling out the whole 250 here very soon. So the situation now regarding the NFTs, they're still available at 1 Solana, but only up until the 28th. Once we hit the 28th, it'll increase to 1.2 Solana. So we're looking to sell these out. We want to do all these things for the token. Of course, we've hit the first milestone. Thank you, community. You guys are awesome. And we are looking to hit the next milestone here, increase to 15% rev share, which is what we want. And we want to get that bot really up to the next phase here. We've added some things. We want to get a captcha in there as well. There's still little ways that people are able to bot it. Slightly, so if they really want to. So we want to just get that ironed out and get that dialed in fully. So once we get to that, we're looking at getting that done sooner than later also. And of course, like I said, in the revenue share increases to 15%. And of course, once we get all the way to the 250 sold, we're going to get that coin market cap listing. Revenue share increases to 20%. And we're looking at upgrading and developing the actual game show itself, getting that out of the beta stage as well, and getting it into just a new look, just a little smoother and things like that. So we want to upgrade all that too. So this is what is available right now, guys. We're at 114, like I said, and we may be adding something else to the 200. I'm not too sure yet. We were going to do the Christmas game show, but not looking like we're going to hit that marker at this point. So we might add something else in there to the 200 mark. We'll keep an eye on it. But again, all of the NFTs, they go to development. Everything that we're doing here, upgrading the bot, and of course, this platform is designed for projects that, whatever, you're just getting started. You got a good community. The bot doesn't cost you anything to install, and you can just get your community voting. We'll highlight it. We're creating a platform. We all know marketing and all that stuff is really expensive. So, when you're just starting out, you want to be frugal as you can, especially in the low market. You don't want to waste any resources when you're not going to get the ROI. So this does not cost you anything. Unless, if you want to go for the revenue share option of boosting or multipliers and that's fine. Of course, the other revenue shares involved in these NFTs is the Moon or Dust reviews. Of course, we have the trending bot obviously there, and then we obviously have the advertising and the sponsorship stuff that goes on. We're a client of Fluence as well at the moment, so they will be on their menu basically. So when they're at dealing with their own clients, we'll be right there as an option to even come on the game show, do sponsorship stuff like that. Sean is very well in with these guys, Tyler Hill's outfit, and Connor Kinney, I believe those two guys are kind of the main guys on it. But Sean's been working with Tyler for a long time through Krypton calls and stuff, so he's got a great connection there, so that's going to be awesome. Of course, we're working with Azure DeFi as well, doing some stuff, and they're going to be helping us grow as well, and us with them. So excited to talk a little more about that. But that is the revenue streams that come into those NFTs. So if you do want to get one, they're at 114 right now. There is only ever going to be 250 of these to buy. So if you do want to get it, like I said, the increase is coming on the 28th. So if you want to get one for 1 Solana, you could do it today, do it before the 28th. And like I said, the price goes up to 1.2 on the 28th. So head on over to mint.moonordust.media and you can pick one up there. It's 2 NFTs per transaction. We're doing that for safety reasons, so no one can spam it and screw us over. So if you do that, if you're minting 10, you'll have to do 5 transaction signings and stuff. It's for safety reasons. But yeah, head on over if you want to pick one up and share in the success. Our success, let our success be your success. How about that? And that's why we wanted to give it back to the community, of course, like I've mentioned before, is they've been helping us test all this out live for many months now when we were building out the game show and stuff. So we felt it only right to launch some NFTs, get some revenue coming in, and give it back to the community. 20% rev share. I did see someone mention, Sean, was there any kind of idea, and this is probably a better question for you, of like a potential revenue generation for the NFTs? Like, what kind of, do you have any idea of what they potentially might generate when things are kind of in swing, or what are your thoughts on that?
It's so hard to say.
Yeah.
Plus, I'm kind of cautious about giving figures because I don't want people to take that as fact. I want everyone to know that, again, speculative. As people know, we're going to be going up in pricing with tiers. Did you go over that? So for the next 7
Yes.
days,
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes. Yeah. Mentioned
it'll
that.
be going up. And we purposely didn't mention the price increase schedule because we think this is going to kick off sooner than later. And when it does, if those NFTs are still here, they're going to be more valuable, so that we're going to go up in the price. So speculative, we kept them low. If they're still here as we start to build this thing out, we're going to go up in price. So again, it's so hard to say without sounding like I'm trying to hype or pump. I mean, I'll just say this. Off of Crypto and Cause, and that's mainly YouTube videos. I do some other things, but I mean, easily 20, 40K a month in revenue is easy when we have market money flowing within the market with Moon or Dust. And again, I think it's set up better than Crypto and Cause. And we have some other stuff that we're working out. I'm not gonna say secret, but we are gonna have some other revenue sources that I can't talk about yet. That'll be coming in that requires a little work on our side. So yeah, I mean, again, that's why we have so much faith in Moon or Dust. That's why we're putting so much time and energy and effort, and we're always here with Moon or Dust because this has the potential to go absolutely insane.
Yep, absolutely. And we'll obviously be divulging more stuff as we go. The NFT holders, there will be other perks, of course, that we will talk about later on. Alpha perks that come along with them, but we'll drop that stuff as it kind of comes into us. But right now, it's all about that rev share, baby, and helping the Moon or Dust token itself, also with the CoinMarketCap listings and all that kind of stuff. So, like I said, if you want to get involved with what we're doing here, and there's many options, right? You can go and pick up an NFT, let our success be yours. You can go and get involved here. A nice little opportunity to get in here. The market cap of, what are we at, 65.1? I think we went up to 80 yesterday. Obviously, I kind of always knew, like, once we did that buy, there'd be some dumping because it's Christmas time. People are looking at what they can take out. So, and it's only been small increments, but it's a really good entry point right now. If you want to do that, you can pick up a bag there. We're going to be constantly pushing and promoting that. And of course, the CoinMarketCap listing will be coming once we sell out the 250, whenever that happens as well. So we're always looking to facilitate this, but it's all driven by community. So you get in there. We're going to be going live all the time. We're always promoting the token across multiple channels. So if that's what you want to get involved in, yes, NFT, that's great too. If you can, if you're not in a financial situation here, just tune into the show, give us the viewership numbers, share our content. That's totally fine too. We love that. We appreciate that. That's what it's all about, getting good organic viewership and the ability for other projects to be able to use the bot, come on the show, highlight their project for literally zero expense, just for votes. So get the bot installed, go and check it out. Check out the full website. Everything is on there, moonordust.media. There it is, and you can install the bot. It's all there. Sponsorship, advertising is there. Getting trending is up here. And there, how to become a contestant, how it works, the NFTs, it's all there. When you go to the NFT site, you can click the details here and it'll pop up this little deck that I show you. You can pop right through that and just see all the details, and we'll be updating. That's a live document too, so we'll be updating that regularly as well. So yeah, get on over moonordust.media. Check it out. Check us out. Join in the fun. All right.
Yep, 100%. What else we got?
We got Kurumi.
All right. So yeah, we the first one we kind of can't talk about, but yeah, Mr. P, if you want to take it over on some Kurumi.
Yes, sir. Where we at? Our Kurumi peeps. Oh, here's Mike. Mike. Look, Santa P and his elf. Okay, you got to get an elf hat. Welcome, Mike. Thanks for tuning in, my friend. Appreciate you as always. So Kurumi BNB. Obviously, this is on BNB. The website is kurumibnb.com. This was a CTO, and it is following in the footsteps of the Kabosu family. You may be familiar with those through the Dog, Sheeb, Nero, and Kokoro. These are all other projects that did really well. 100 million at the low end there with Kokoro, Nero 1.1 billion. Just massive potential here. We all know how dog tokens can go. So it seems to me like these guys, like I've said before, they're just priming themselves, riding the wave here right now, keeping things as stable as possible during this time. And I think they're positioning themselves for when the market comes back. You can go and check out the website there yourself. They're looking at doing some on a global initiative to help good old lovely doggos find good homes, something like that. But they'll be releasing that later, I guess, as they grow. These guys are in Japan. They're on the opposite side to us, but they certainly have a strong community. They've been holding a strong floor there for a while. I think we might have gone under the 1.8 today, Sean. I don't know. But
They did. I think
they did. What are we at on the chart right now? Let's see what we got.
Let's see. Let me come over to it. They were at 1.4. Again, I don't think it's a coincidence. A lot of people have dropped this week, today. I noticed that I've been looking at a lot of projects we've been covering. They all took a dip. Again, I don't think it's coincidental. Christmas, couple days.
Yeah, absolutely. People are looking at their bags and they're saying, all right, what can I sacrifice a little bit here, a little bit there, a little bit here, so I can make up this shortfall. And once the market comes back, it's like, I'll get back in. I'll pick up another little bit when the time is right. Hey, we all have to do it sometimes. That's the situation everybody's in. Everybody has their own situation that they got to deal with. So it's your money. You do what you like with it. But I think we were all kind of expecting always in this run up to Christmas where people need a little extra cash. So it is expected. But these guys are solid. They've been on our bot since we pretty much launched it, as far as I'm aware. So appreciate you guys. Kurumi, you're always over there. You're always voting. You're pretty much on the top spot for the most part. You probably would have been on it today as well again. But obviously when we're talking about the top project here, we don't actually have much to go on. But again, Kurumi, let's pull up their X account. See, Sean, do we have any other updates or anything on their X? Their X handle is at Kurumi CTO. That's KURUMI CTO. You can go and check it out there. They do some lovely, wholesome stories to do with our lovely doggo Kurumi that they post regularly. They're on chapter 3, episode 9 right now. So yeah, lovely. I love this token. Nice, wholesome token. Lovely doggo right there. And yeah, it's good. It's good, solid content. That's the thing with dog tokens, right, Sean? I mean, at any moment, you just never know what could happen with these. And before you know it, boom, you're at 50 million, 100 million. And like you see all those other ones, bill into the billions. So you just never know. Definitely worth keeping an eye on. Of course, this is never financial advice, everybody. We are not financial advisors here, but we just assess the projects as we would ourselves. We always encourage everybody to always go look and do these same things, or else go listen to Sean's episodes of Crypto Over Red Bull, where he talks about all the red flags. He also talks about all the green flags, and he talks about FOMO. Don't get caught up in the FOMO storm, peeps. Make sure you do your research before FOMOing. 100%. But yeah, go and check those out too if you wanna get some tips and tricks about what you need to look for in a project. What is all the red flags, all the green flags. Basically, that's what you want to look at. So yeah, go check out Sean's episodes there. If you're unsure exactly, if you're new to the space, they're good episodes because you can learn, okay, what do I need to look for before I invest in a project? So here's the red flags, here's the green flags. So yeah, go check those out with Sean too. And also, of course, go and check out Kurumi and do the research. Apply Sean's tips to Kurumi and all the other projects that we always bring up here, and make sure you make smart investments and don't overextend yourself, please. Only invest what you can afford to lose, of course, they always say. But yeah, some Kurumi is awesome as always. Shout out to you guys. Good morning, Manny. I hope you're enjoying your breakfast, sir. All right. So this is the one that we have at the top. Unfortunately, when we click that link up there, it doesn't bring us to any Telegram or anything. It's called, I believe, Despacito, mean kind on Binance. So they did put in some kind of a token address, but again, I'm not too sure if how legit this is. We don't have anything to go off. We were trying to get in contact to see if we could figure out who this was, but it's up at 95. Maybe it could be a botted thing as well. We had some appear there the last day or so, but they fell off pretty quick. We checked the telegrams. That's why we want to get this CAPTCHA installed as well, so that we can eliminate that final bot threat Always spend more than you can afford. I'm crazy. Thanks, Josh. Yeah, Josh is hardcore. He's a hardcore support of all the stuff we've been doing here. Serious Infineon Hayden. And we appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you jumping in, of course, always, whenever you can. He's out in the truck right now, I'm sure, driving through the snow. Are you dashing through the snow today, Joshua? On a one-horse open something? Whatever it is. Big rig. Yeah, let us know how's the weather where you're at. I know this man drives in some crazy conditions. He drives all over the country delivering stuff. So shout out to you. Oh, he's at home today. All right, sweet. Well, that's nice. You got the feet up. I hope you're going to have a good relaxing Christmas. I can imagine driving on the roads all the time, man. I don't know if I could do it until the 28th. Cold. All right, okay. Yeah, that's the same day that the NFTs go up in price. So remember the date, everybody. Remember the date. But yeah, we don't really have much to talk about as far as the top project today, unfortunately, but that's fine. If anybody has anything they would like us to highlight, might be a little late now, but we'll be back again tomorrow, of course, to talk about more projects and all that. But in the meantime, of course, I think the best thing that we want everybody to do, the main thing, is head on over to the Moon or Dust website and just check us out, check out everything we got going on. And, hopefully, please get your bot installed so that we can talk about your project every day. Like I said, Monday to Friday, noon PST, we go live. So, yeah, get on over there, get the bot installed, and we'll be back again tomorrow to talk a little more Moon or Dust. And, of course, the NFTs are live right now, too. So get in on them if you want before the 28th. There's only going to be 250 available, so you can get them there through the site as well. When you go to the website and just click Mint Mod NFT, and it'll pop up in this window here, and you can pick one up if that's what you're interested in. Lovely Christmas gift. I wanted to give a quick shout out to our man, Coffee Coin, because I know he mentioned he picked up some NFTs for the Coffee Coin as well, so he wants that rev generation to go back into his own community as well. So shout out to you, sir. He was actually on the Moon or Dust game show as well, playing on the microcap edition. Have you got it pulled up there, Sean? Should I bring up your screen or no?
For which one?
Oh, so I thought you were pulling up Coffee Con. My bad. No, it's all good. No. You don't have to.
I was looking at Lunar Pump.
Oh yeah, gotcha. So yeah, shout out to you, sir. I think that's a great thing to do as well. If you do have a token out there, a community, Moon or Dust NFT is a good thing. You get that 20% rev share, and you can put that into your treasury. And hey, if you just want it for yourself, pick one up. Lovely Christmas gift. So yeah, head on over there. It's only going to be 250. Pick some up. Let's hit that 250 mark, and let's get that CMC listing for mod as well. Be pretty awesome. All right. Right, Sean, I'm not sure if we got anything else for today. I'm sure everybody wants to get back to their busy schedules here and get everything done. I know it's a hectic week for everyone, but we'll be showing up. We'll be showing up with our Santa gear on.
Yep. Yeah. I don't think anyone else yet. I've been working simultaneous. Mondays are a crazy day, nonstop.
So, a quick shout out to our peeps. The Man Token and Baby Draco will continue.
That's what it is.
Volume for Infineon. There we go.
Yes, that's what I was trying. That's what I was looking for earlier. Was the Man Token and Baby Draco.
Yeah,
that's what I was looking for.
Yeah, I hope the DeFi Derby. Check out the Man Token. They do DeFi Derby, I think every week or so. And it's a lot of fun. Horse racing in DeFi, and I think they did one just this last week as well, so I heard that was awesome too. So shout out to you guys, appreciate the support as always, forever. Coffee Coin for the win. Yes, check it out. Smart man, smart move right there. But yeah, I mean, I think that's everything I got for today, Sean, unless you got anything else yourself. Of course, we're going to be back again tomorrow, everybody, so don't panic. Every Friday night, there we go, 8 p.m. Eastern. That's when you can join it.
Yep. Yeah, I would make it more. It's at a very bad time for me, or else I would make it a point to actually go every Friday. But yeah, I know they had fun with it. I've been a couple times, so yeah, definitely go check that out.
Yeah, Mike is wondering, did everybody enjoy watching Jake Paul getting destroyed? I actually didn't see it.
I saw it.
I didn't watch it because I was like, people actually expecting this dude to win? Like, I never thought for a second that like
if I've followed. I've always been a big boxing fan. Anyone that thought he was winning, know nothing about boxing, or B, they thought he might have been paid off. So yeah, no, he was never going to win that fight, Mike, ever. The guy was significantly bigger. He's a heavyweight. He had a a heavier reach, way more experience. You're talking about a heavyweight champ, gold medalist, like Jake Paul.
Bro never stood a fucking chance.
No chance. And that fight, no, I watched the entire thing, and I mean, the only reason why it lasted that long is because Jake Paul is basically running around the whole time. I think he thought he was in the UFC at moments. He looked like he kept trying to do takedowns. It was the craziest thing. It wasn't like a normal like clinch. He was like diving at his legs. It was crazy. But hey, I wouldn't have gotten that ring. He never thought he was going to win. Okay, good. I was about to say, yeah, he never stood a chance. He got his jaw broken two spots. Like I bet you he's done fighting heavyweights. I can tell you that.
Yeah, I bet you. Yeah, it was just a straight payday. That's all it was.
Oh, I think he made like 70. I think he made 70 million or something. So it was totally different than Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson was 57 years old when they fought. Mike Tyson in his prime, Jake Paul really might have ended up dead.
Jake Paul wouldn't even taken that. Mike Tyson in his prime, dude. No way. I know money would have put me in a ring with Mike Tyson in his prime. That's for sure.
I mean, I was young when I was really young when Mike Tyson was in his prime, but that dude was, he was fast. He hit hard. I mean, just go back and watch clips and everything. He was a badass dude. So him in his prime, Jake Paul would have gotten killed. Dude. Yeah, in it for the money.
One hit, it would have been done. Yeah, totally.
Yeah, I wonder how much Anthony Joshua made off the fight. I've heard Jake Paul made around 70 million off the fight. So,
and that's when does that include like paid sponsorships, all that kind of stuff too? Is that like the overall net? Yes, you're right, Mike. Young Tyson would
Prime Tyson would have murdered him. I mean, that dude struck fear in everyone. Other legitimate heavyweights were scared to get in the ring with Mike Tyson. Like for people that don't know or follow boxing, Mike Tyson was a bad dude.
Yeah, I agree. 30 seconds, dude would have been dead. I think you're being generous. But yeah.
And the thing is that he wouldn't have been able to run like that on Mike Tyson because Mike Tyson was also quick. So yeah, it was. I mean, I think a lot of people were probably pissed. I mean, I have Netflix, so I didn't pay anything extra to watch it. But yeah, had I paid like $60 or something on pay-per-view, I wouldn't have been happy.
Yeah, not a whole. I wasn't even too interested. I was like, yeah, dude's gonna get knocked out, and it's gonna be over. That'd be the end of it. Not gonna be getting too invested in it. Yeah, dude was in prison long enough for sure. Mike Tyson would have ripped him to shreds in his prime. Yeah.
Jake Paul, I know Jake Paul was in it. I don't think Jake Paul would have gotten to a ring with a prime Mike Tyson.
No.
I mean, he's obviously a little crazy getting in there with Anthony Joshua, but I don't think he would have ever considered getting in there with a prime Mike Tyson.
No way. I don't think he's certainly not dumb.
There's also a reason why boxing have weight classes. There's a reason why there's weight classes, and that's a pretty good reason of what you just saw. I mean, Anthony Joshua had to be at least 30 pounds heavier than what Jake Paul was.
But Sean, don't you know men can even fight women in boxing now? Did you get to
oh yeah. Oh man. That's even way more dangerous.
Upside down.
I mean, I'm not hating on Jake Paul. I know a lot of people are. Money or not, to get in that ring, I mean, that took some balls to get in. I wouldn't have gotten that ring.
Yeah, for 70 million, I would.
Yeah, I'd think about it for 70 million, but you're gonna end up in the hospital exactly where Jake Paul ended up. And I mean, and Jake Paul, the dude, he's been legitimately training for like 5 or 6 years. So I mean, he is a YouTuber, but he's been legitimately training. So, I mean, he is, in fact, boxing, but he's also boxed UFC fighters. UFC fighters are not boxers. It's two different sports. Yeah. But, yeah, it shows you what happens when he got in there with a real, legitimate boxer, and not to mention a heavyweight at that.
Yeah, I mean, I think the reality here is like he's a short-time boxer, right? All the fights he gets in, they're not like – trying to work his way up the ranks and win a belt like boxers usual careers or trajectories. It's more like he trained, he already had the YouTube thing, huge celebrity, so the fact that he had that, it's easy for him to get these fights and just make the big cash. But I mean, I'm not sure how much he's actually like worked his way up through the ranks and tried to actually become a legit champion. I don't think that's on the cards at all.
I mean, he's going to take interest in fights that make money. He's not going to go start off with amateurs and work his way up like like a legitimate boxer would. It's about money.
It's
I mean, I think he does want to be a boxer, but yeah, he's not doing it how your Mike Tyson's of the world did. It just came up through his through the ranks. But yeah, it's about the wow factor, like Floyd Mayweather did later on in his career, always fighting a big name, big payday.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that dude pretty much he definitely earned like those late stage paydays. I think when you're, arguably the best in the world ever. That's debatable, of course. I'm not hanging my head in that, but that's what's said.
No, that's what people say. I don't think so, but that's what people say.
I don't either. I don't like his fighting style per se. But it's just not. I don't find it massively entertaining. He's technical, he's clinical for sure, but as far as entertainment, yeah.
Mike, not sure how much you've been paying attention, but Brock Lesnar has not fought in the UFC in a good bit of time. But I don't think he's going to hop into the UFC ring again. Totally different sport. Because when UFC first started, it was like in this corner, it was such and such a boxer, and the other corner, it was such and such, and his specialty was wrestling. And like now, there are no boxers, and they're MMA fighters. They're mixed martial artists. They specialize in everything. So like the sports evolved like crazy. So like if you're getting into MMA, you can't just be good at boxing. You can't just be good at wrestling. You have to be good at all of them.
Yeah,
to get into it.
Your
So
opponent,
like it would be
your opponent will see where you lack, and he's like, I'm going to exploit. I'm going to kick his legs off. I'm going to take him to the ground. He's used to, you need that rounded skill set, like absolutely. Ooh,
Tyson, and you can't say that it's because it's from my generation. I've watched Ali's fights because I was not so much. I don't have time for sports like I normally do with my businesses and my kids and stuff. But prior to having my son, that's all I did was watch sports. I've seen all of them. I think Mike Tyson would have beat Muhammad Ali. I honestly do.
I think both in their prime. I think I might have to agree with you on that.
So Ali was good. He was a strategist. I mean, look what he did with George Foreman. He had a strategy going in there. He knew he couldn't beat him just going one-on-one. But now again, Ali could have potentially came up with a strategy to beat Tyson, but I mean, I don't know. I got to go Tyson. But what you say? Saying who you got, Tyson or Ali?
Yeah, guys, who you got, Tyson?
Or, no doubt. Ali was not aggressive. Yeah,
Ali respected Tyson for his style. Yeah, I think a lot of people respect the style. Is like, don't leave your chin out too long, or I will clobber it. Yeah, you got to respect that for sure, especially if you're in the ring with him. I agree.
Also, to answer your question, I think Mike Tyson is the greatest boxer of all time. So if that kind of answers your question on why I would have went with him, I think he's the greatest to ever do it. I think the combination of everything, speed, strength, the fear factor, I just think he is.
You think he had the stamina? I mean, I think in his prime he absolutely did, but it never got tested too much,
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So that's the thing. Ali would have had to have done similar to what he did with George Foreman, would have had to have held him off. Mike Tyson was really not, I guess, used to conditioning to go all the way because he never had to. I mean, the dude practically had semen in his gloves. So I mean, I'm not gonna say. I mean, Ali, semen. I mean, Ali could have potentially beat, but yeah, Ali definitely had more stamina. There's no doubt about that. And I mean, there's a world where Ali could beat him for sure. I don't know. Way faster than Foreman. Way. Tyson was way faster than Foreman. Foreman, and he might have been just as strong. Foreman might have been stronger. I don't know. Obviously, I have no way of knowing who was stronger. But I mean, damn, Mike Tyson, when you combine the speed and strength, it was hard to beat. But I mean, George Foreman was just kind of, lugging around the ring, kind of like Anthony Joshua was doing in that Jake Paul fight. Didn't really have crazy movement. Yes. If I agree. If Mike Tyson didn't win in a knockout early, Ali probably would win. Yep.
Yeah, it could go anywhere. You get caught. I mean, just imagine. I guess the thing you got to picture here is, Imagine Ali trying to dance around Mike Tyson. Would he get away with it? That's the question, right? We all seen him dancing around much slower, less aggressive opponents.
Yes.
But I mean, would he be
That's
able,
my
would he be
point.
like
Yeah.
ducking in front of him? Would he like get out of the way of a Tyson punch quick enough? Debatable, of course. But
That's the thing. He can do that with Foreman because Foreman didn't have any speed. Tyson did. But yeah, like Singh said, if Ali can get out of the first 5 rounds, maybe 4 rounds, I think that he probably would win.
Mm-hmm. But anyway, buy the George Foreman grill now. Low fat, real tasty.
He definitely made more money with that grill than he made ever boxing.
You know, the thing is the whole boxing thing, right? I mean, Don King, dude, like those guys didn't make like they made it at the time, but none of it lasted for the most part. You know, a lot of them ended up like broke by the end. They had to go another route to try and build their wealth up. There was a lot of shit slinging. I remember back in those days for people that were boxers that were putting it all on the line and getting totally exploited. I remember around that time. So yeah, they definitely had to go and set up some grills and start selling some other stuff and then bring it up and keep their name out there to build them books.
You also want to know a fun fact about the Foreman grill? It was supposed to be Hulk Hogan's grill. That's who they wanted.
I did not know that.
That's who that you can look it up. That was supposed to be Hulk Hogan. And he for whatever reason turned it down. And the second choice was Foreman.
Buy the Hulk Hogan grill now.
Dude, it may have been more successful. I mean, he was a showman. But yeah, I bet you he's upset he passed that down. Hulk Hogan, I'm sure Hulk Hogan did pretty well for himself, but
I mean, R.I.P. now, of course, but it would have been awesome for sure to see that. They could have done a collaboration. It would have been awesome. VIP, my man thinks there ain't no one beating Iron Mike in his prime. I kind of have to agree with that. It's hard to not. It's a debate that'll never end, but yeah, I mean, I agree.
Who does everyone have as the best UFC fighter of all times?
That's a tough one.
Who you got saying?
Are we talking about weight categories or just as far as skill here? I mean, you got Mighty Mouse was considered, even he's the lightest weight because of technical ability and stuff, but it's hard to gauge that, of course. John Jones has got to be up there, I guess.
John Jones is my number one.
Your number one?
That dude was ruthless. John Jones, I think, did he ever lose? I mean, he lost, but it was a disqualification. Did he ever lose beyond that? I mean, dude, I'd be scared. Always think about who would I be the scariest to get in the ring with, and John Jones, I think, is looking to hurt people. Yeah, you talking about Cain Velasquez? Is that? I'm assuming that's who you're talking about.
I'd imagine Cain Velasquez. Yeah, he's in prison, right?
He's in prison. Yeah, he took out Brock Lesnar, who we thought was going to be impossible to beat. But he did it. I remember watching that fight. I was a big Cain Velasquez fan, and I was super pumped, when he took that out. But I still like John Jones.
Yeah, and dude, fucking George St. Pierre, bro. I mean,
I'm still go John Jones, but yeah, you got to give respect to George St. Who doesn't like George St. Pierre? I mean, he's humble. George St. Pierre is awesome. Yeah, he was definitely one of my favorite fighters for sure.
And whoever the dude with the mustache. Who's he talking about the mustache? Are you sure that wasn't just in Movember you saw him?
GSP is no doubt a legend. Anyone that says he's the greatest of all time, I'm not even gonna debate it. I mean, I respect that decision.
Yeah, it's very hard to gauge when you're talking about all these different weight classes. Like, you to say the single best of all time is difficult, when you're talking about people the size of Mighty Mouse all the way up to people the size of Brock Lesnar. It's hard to even put them in the same category. Like, how do you even do that? But it
is. Yeah, because you see, Mighty Mouse might be the greatest of all time, but he was so small. And what was he like? Was he a flyweight? What was he? He was flyweight. But yeah, I mean, like you said, it's so hard because you put him in the ring with John Jones and it would be a massacre.
Yeah. Khabib, Yeah, I wouldn't say greatest of all time. I don't think.
Yeah, he's
He's
good.
good. He's good.
Um,
Bores the shit
no.
out of me, but he's good. There's no doubt.
I mean, McGregor. I mean, McGregor might be the greatest entertainer of all time.
Yeah, definitely not the greatest.
I mean, that dude was a hype machine. I can tell you that.
Ngannou, yeah, no, you know what? I actually saw something recently, Dana White clip where he was talking about Ngannou's like, he's a bad dude, like as in like a piece of shit. He basically called the dude a piece of shit.
I do know what you're talking about.
You know the clip? Yeah. I think he grabbed him and everything. It's in a meeting they were having. And he was telling him, when this fight, I think the clip was, when this fight is done, you're going to get me a plane back to France, private jet, this and that. And, Dana White said, I was looking at him. I was like, oh, all right, well. Then he went in and got his ass beat.
Is that the one? Is that the one that actually went into Dana White's office and grabbed him?
Yeah.
Okay. I was about to say I wasn't sure who that story was about.
Yeah, Francis Ngannou. Yeah. But yeah, greatest of all time. Nah, absolutely not.
Again, George St. Pierre. I mean, when you mix everything, fighting, ambassador for the sport, talent. I mean, again, hard to argue. And I don't even want to argue because I do respect George St. Pierre so much as a fighter.
Well, I guess it kind of all depends too on exactly what you're taking into account. What are the metrics here? I guess that you're looking at. Like if you're talking about entertainment, bravado, representation of the sport, skill, like all these things, all these factors. I guess it's hard really to make a decision, but it's always a good debate to have. Tune into next week for our MMA, boxing,
and we talk about the greatest MLB player of all time. Got to mix it up. I'm telling you, every time this happens, our viewership and engagement goes up. Because I'm pretty I don't know this to be true. I'm pretty sure on lives, the more active the chat is, the more viewers, the more it pushes it. Because I notice whenever we start having these fun offside chats, the chat livens up, and then I started noticing the number of people coming in. So I think the more the chat pops off, the more the more it pushes it, the algorithm pushes it. But yeah, I mean, I'm just Bones Jones is just, yeah, you just hear, like, you hear Dana White actually says Bones John Jones is the greatest of all time. That's actually Dana White's pick.
Yep.
He thinks he's and I have to agree with him. He's he was scary.
Yeah, absolutely. If you're talking about just straight in the ring, raw fighting, and just that as far as fighting skill, yeah, I mean, it's hard to debate it, but yeah, John Jones certainly up there. Looks like we just got an update as well from our friends over at TASUB. Burning, thank you, sir. Let me give this quick update here. Of course, TASUB been on the show. We've done a deep dive with the guys, and I believe they're still on our bot. If you're not, get voting. I haven't seen you on there in a while, Burning. Come on, bro. What's happening? Keep voting. We'll keep talking about you guys. Here is a weekly email update from TASUB to all our users. Y'all are effing awesome. The fun continues as we close out 2025, enter 2026. Much love. The team and I are always here to answer any questions, receive feedback, etc. We can do this alone. Appreciate it. So yeah, appreciate you jumping into the chat. Give us an update on that. Of course, any projects have always come on. If anybody's invested in it from what we've shown them here on the show, of course, we always encourage doing your own research. But if you have, we really do appreciate people coming back into the Moon or Dust Telegram and giving updates on that. We thank it a lot. So thank you, Burning. Appreciate you guys at TASUB too.
Yep. I know this isn't a worldwide sport, but who's the greatest quarterback of all time?
Ooh,
I know Mike doesn't follow football.
Manning or Brady, right? Is it going to be Manning or Brady? They're the top picks, I would imagine.
I think that's what most people would say.
How far back do we got to go? I mean, who are the big?
Everywhere. I mean, I'm partial to Drew Brees because he played for the Saints, but I do know in reality, while Drew Brees was amazing, I watched him play every single week. Dude was amazing. I do know he's not the greatest of all time. Again, he just played for my team. He brought our city a Super Bowl. So I have a little bit skewed view of him. Of course, a lot of people are going to say Brady. He's got the most rings. I think Peyton is the greatest. I think if you would have put Peyton into Tom Brady's situation, I think Peyton would have gotten even more rings than Tom Brady did.
Yes. Gotcha. Oh, that's what Mike was talking about. Don Fry.
Oh, Don Fry.
Don Fry. Yeah. Golden oldie. Hey, you know who's the best of all time? Butterbean, baby.
Butterbean. I remember Butterbean.
Yeah, right. The
It's
good
just
old early days, just crazy.
it's funny,
This dude
funny
crawling out
watching
his
how big
backyard,
he
right?
was.
And who
Yeah.
was the other guy that died there recently? The massive black dude. I'm trying to think of his name. He
Oh,
was basically a Street Fighter, and they brought him
Yeah.
in.
Come on, guys. I know you know who he's talking about.
Got it. Who's got it?
Um,
You know,
yeah, he did.
you know the dude.
Yeah, he did all the street fights. He actually fought in UFC.
He did eventually.
Wasn't really good at it again because he was a boxer, a street fighter. He wasn't an MMA specialist.
Yes, but he was a beast, that's for sure. If anyone can think of his name, damn, I can't think of him. Big monster black dude. I can't think of it. I think it had something to do with like
Kimbo Slice.
Kimbo Slice. I was going to say it's something to do with a blade or something, but I
Slice.
Kimbo Slice. There it is. Kimbo Slice. DDP helped Butterbean. Now he can go again. Poor old fighter body. But yeah, let's tune in for some more sports talk tomorrow.
Yeah, who do we want? Again, football is not a good category because football isn't really a world sport. I mean, a lot of people say that they think you're talking about soccer.
Hey, tomorrow we'll talk about some soccer. I was a big soccer fan. I'm an Arsenal boy. It looks like Arsenal's going to win the season 2 this year. If they haven't.
Do we got baseball fans in here?
Yeah, we got baseball, we got football, American
basketball. That's the good one. Who's the GOAT? I got my opinions on that.
All right,
my opinions have tomorrow's basketball and baseball. My opinion has evolved on the greatest. I know nothing about cricket, so someone else would have to come up here on that one.
Certainly don't. You'll have to.
WCW, WWE. I mean, I stopped watching that a very long time ago, but I mean, hey, we can talk about it.
I think it was WWF was the last time I watched it.
Yeah, before it went to WWE. Yeah, because it was WCW and WWF existed, and they kind of merged.
Yeah.
I follow some NASCAR. I've followed NASCAR throughout my sad news about Greg Biffle too. R.I.P. to him and his family. They died in that plane crash. I don't know if you saw that. Over the weekend. Yeah, Greg Biffle, the NASCAR driver. Yeah, him, his wife, and his 2 little kids. They were on a private jet and they crashed. Yeah.
Oh, did it crash into like a runway or something like that, or was it close to an airport or something?
I don't know where. Well, they did have a plane crash in the runway not too long ago, but yeah. And then his oldest kid, that wasn't the mom on the plane, that was the stepmom. So her mom's still here. So yeah, condolences to her, I'm sure. I can only imagine.
Mike snowboarding, inline
skating. Happened in North Carolina, the plane crash.
Gotcha. Well, yes, R.I.P. It's going to be a rough Christmas, so thoughts go out to you guys. Hang in there. Stay strong.
But yeah, guys, we've been at it. Hour 26, like I said, maybe we'll pick up on some baseball and some basketball tomorrow. Or we can talk about some WWE. I know nothing about soccer either. WWE, WWF. We talk some all that.
Yeah, see, I don't know anything about the baseball, so you can cover the baseball. I'll do the soccer side.
Oh, I know tons about baseball. So get it together. Who is the greatest? So this is the topic. Who's the GOAT in basketball tomorrow? Don't answer now. Get your thoughts together. And who is the greatest? Who's the greatest hitter of all time in baseball? It's gonna be. That's an interesting topic. You got the steroid era, you got all that stuff. So who's the greatest hitter of all time? Who's the greatest pitcher of all time? And who's the GOAT in basketball? Make sure you guys get ready.
I'm gonna pop in who's the GOAT in soccer too. Be ready.
Yeah, we can throw it in there. So yeah, I'll handle the baseball. Mr. P will handle the soccer. And so GOAT in soccer, GOAT in basketball, best pitcher of all time, best hitter of all time. Come with your answers, and we'll have some fun.
By the way, if you are tuning in right now, we are actually a crypto show. If you didn't pick that up,
we are a crypto show.
Yeah. But yeah, if we are Mooner Dust Media, everyone. So if you do want to get involved and be highlighted on our trending bot, please go and install it at moonerdust.media. There it is. Get into the top 5. We go live 5 days a week across multiple channels: YouTube, Twitch, X, Telegram, Rumble soon. And once you get in the top 5, we will highlight you here. We go live at noon PST every day, 2 Central, 3 Eastern. So head on over to moonerdust.media and click right up here at the very top. Sorry, I'm in the wrong page. Up here, there it is, moonerdust.media, add trending, add the trending bot. It'll prompt you to install it into your Telegram, prompt you to open it there. So just go add it to your group and get your group voting, give it the admin permissions that it needs, get your community voting, and appear right here on this. Of course, there's boost options too, vote multipliers, boost into the top tiers, into the top 5, top 3, straight to number 1 spot. All the options are there for you if you want to be here, be highlighted. I'm excited to see what our boy Jim Picker, who has installed the Body Says New Solana project, that might be on our board tomorrow. So I'm excited to talk about another new project. And if anybody is watching and you do know of any people that are launching, they have projects, they're looking for that extra exposure, tell them, hey, get the Moon or Dust bot installed. It doesn't cost you a darn thing. So get it in there, and you can be highlighted here 5 days a week if you're on the top 5 list. Free exposure. And we're going to continue building our audience. And of course, also everybody, the Moon or Dust NFTs are.
Oh,
sorry.
Whoops. I'm about to say we lost Mr. Pixel.
The Moon or Dust NFTs are live, so you can also get to those here. Mint Mod NFT. We hit our first milestone, everybody. Congratulations. Appreciate the community doing that. Next milestone is 200. Stay tuned for some updated details on exactly what will be coming with that. As of right now, we were going to do the Christmas special, but we didn't hit the milestone, but we are looking to do that soon, so we may add something else in here. So stay tuned for that. Of course, the rev share will increase to 15%. And once we sell out entirely, we're going to do that coin market cap listing for mod, increase the rev share to 20%, and start updating the game show. So if you want to do that, you can head on over to mint.moonerdust.media to go straight to Mint. Or if you want to go and just get to the website itself, right here, everything is there. Everything's on the website. Expect an upgrade in the new year on the website too. We're working on that as well, just incorporate some more things that we're actually working on. But yeah. Come and join us. And hey, if you're not in any financial situation, like I said, just tune in, have some fun with us, get active in the chat, talk back and forth. Even if people roll in here with another project, a big community hits us and they want us to highlight something, hey, we're open to doing that too. So jump on over and get the bot and see everything that we've got going on here. And we'll be back again tomorrow.
Yep. Come back tomorrow for some Moon or Dust Sports Media. We'll be talking about the greatest baseball players. I'm joking. Moon or Dust, Mr. P hit it all. Go ahead and pick up that NFT before the price actually jumps up, because, we think this is going to be something that we're giving potentially up to 250. I know a lot of people bought more, but up to 250 people to get involved with. Then with that Moon or Dust trending bot, Mr. P actually pretty much hit on everything, guys. But yeah, we'll be back talking about those top 5 projects. So we're going to go ahead and close it out. I'm DeFi Sean. That's Mr. Pixel. And until tomorrow, you know what to do. Trade safe.
Play Moon or Dust live and win big. For your community or for yourself. Just don't dust. Tuesday, audience edition. Wednesday, primetime. Thursday, microcap. Think you can take on the whales and walk away with a fat bag? Be our guest. For free. Moon or Dust, the most bullish game show in crypto. Go to moonordust.media for details.